Trump's moral measurement's pretty clear. Good people follow corona law obediently. Evil people don't. Former Secretary of Health and Human Services Kathleen Sebelius just made this announcement.
I think that it's time to say to those folks, it's fine if you don't choose to get vaccinated. You may not come to work. You may not have access to a situation where you're going to put my grandchildren in jeopardy, where you might kill them, where you might put them in a situation where they're going to carry the virus to someone in a high-risk position. That's, I think, the point where we are, is freedom is one thing, but freedom when you harm others, like secondhand smoke and issues that we've dealt with very clearly in the past. You can't drive drunk. You can drink, but you can't drive drunk because you can injure other people.
Freedom is one thing. Weird how many vaccinated people seem to be spreading the virus at this point. So maybe it's not as simple as unvaccinated bad, vaccinated virtuous. Maybe it's a disease, not a moral category. Maybe you should be quiet, Kathleen Sebelius. You're an idiot. There are a lot of idiots. The main anchor at the most watched local television station in the country, WABC New York, Bill Ritter, just wrote this in a Facebook post. Anyone who hasn't gotten vaccinated and is medically able to get it, stay away from me. And have the decency to let people know you're not inoculated by putting a sign on your neck. Whoa, wear a little badge. Oh. Victor Davis Hanson is a fellow at the Hoover Institution. He joins us tonight. So you should wear a little badge if you haven't been vaccinated, despite the fact we're watching vaccinated people spread the virus to other vaccinated people. What is this?
Well, how did we get here, Tucker? If you and I had this conversation last June or July, the now President of the United States would be reassuring people that he probably would not get vaccinated because of the association with Donald Trump and the vaccine.
Exactly.
And the Vice President, current Vice President, would be more explicit. And then we were told by Dr. Fauci there was no way we would have a vaccine in 2020. It would have to be to 2021. And then we were told by the President of the United States that no one was vaccinated until he was inaugurated. That was a flat-out lie. And then we were told that 2 million people were scheduled to come into the United States in a 12-month period, and we're on track to meet that disturbing goal. And then we were told that none of them would be vaccinated that we knew of. We would have no test, yet the HHS Secretary and Joe Biden would say, unlike people who are not U.S. citizens, you U.S. citizens will be adjudicated. We're going to go door to door to make sure that you are vaccinated. And then, so we turn to the medical community and we say, help us. The politicians have failed us. And we look at Dr. Fauci, and what does he say? No relationship with the Wuhan lab and the origins of COVID. No gain-of-function research funded by NEH or NIA infectious diseases. Oh, by the way, masks have no utility. One mask is what you want, better two. Oh, 60, 70, 80% herd immunity, pick your pick. Oh, that was all noble lies. And so when you saturate the public with so much political disinformation, and they turn to the medical community, and it's weaponized. And I remember, I think it was June 8th of last year, when 1,200, quote-unquote, medical experts said the psychic damage would be so great for BLM supporters not to break the quarantine that it was medically efficacious for them to go out shoulder to shoulder and violate the quarantine and protest, but no one else. So when you lose that credibility in politicians and the medical community, I'm afraid that, and I'm a big supporter of vaccinations, but I have a lot of empathy with people who can't trust the government. And they've lost the narrative, and now they're trying to double down by coercion. All they need to do is be transparent and honest. This is the vaccination, this is the efficacy rate, these are the dangers, here's the natural immunity or lack of it, there's an intellectual or the knowledgeable decision you can make. We give you 2 recommendations, go to it. And maybe they could trust the confidence, they could have confidence in the American people. But so far, the American people have no confidence in them because they've ruined their reputations and credibility for cheap political gain, I guess.
And it's amazing how many people who should know better are helping them do it. Victor Davis Hanson, I appreciate it so much. Great to see you tonight.
Thank you.